but mindfully.
You like this?
A delusionscape. Shall we enter? Shall we take a break? Mr. Shatako, I'll never quite get used to that outfit. A clothes shop. Shall we take a look before moving on? Let's upgrade our PPs. It may help us in battle. Perhaps we should make use of it. Here, you can see the famous Radiola Kaikon Assembly Hall.
This is such a prominent building, but I can't say I've ever been inside. What's in there anyway?
Oh, please allow me to explain. Established in 1953, the Radiola Kaikon building is now a staple of the Electric Town exit from Akihabara Station. Due to weathering and decay, it was closed for renovations in 2011, but reopened with renewed vigor in 2014. Originally, as its name would imply, it was a hub of stores selling parts for radios and other electronic devices. But now, in keeping with the changing times, it's full of stores that sell manga, figurines, trading cards, etc.
And they've all got pretty good selections, too.
Yamato, have you been here before?
Huh? Oh, nah. Just heard about it from my brother is all.
Well, your brother is quite correct. Every store is full to bursting with goods. There's nothing you can't find. It's always good to save regularly, but mindfully. And here we have the famous electronics superstore, Tonoden.
I've heard of it before, but this is the closest to it I've ever been.
You might not know the store very well, but you simply must be familiar with its commercial jingle.
I'm afraid I'm not. How does it go?
Allow me to sing it for you, if I may. Tonoden, pay less yen, the future's here, we hold tech dear, is about how it goes.
Woo! Well, I do think I recognize it now.
If you've heard it once, it will linger in your brain forever. It's like a magic jingle, a relic from a time when Akihabara was a consumer electronics haven. Now then, I think that should about do it for the Akihabara tour. For now.
For now?
Well, I was hoping you'd let me come with you, if it's not too much trouble.
What? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd be glad to have you along, but what about work? Will the cafe survive without you?
It'll be fine,
I wasn't asking you.
dingus.
Nana's tending the cafe, so it should be all right. Besides which, I can't just ignore things the way they are.
For realsies?
We appreciate the sentiment, Moe, but we don't want to ask you to skip work and ruin your perfect record.
Not at all. Mr. Saki, you and your entourage here are my personal saviors. This is the very least I can do.
Moe, I want to be just like you when I grow up. You're so noble.
I guess that's a hearty welcome aboard. Good to have you.
No, the pleasure's all mine.
So, since we've been walking around all day, I'd like to suggest we...
We're not going home,
Yeah, that's what I figured.
but I am glad we walked around as much as we did. It helped us glean some valuable clues.
Are you kidding? We didn't glean anything but some helpful Akiba trivia. There wasn't a delusion to be found.
You're right. We didn't find any delusions. What we found was something even more valuable. The reason Akihabara is caught in this time loop. And the reason delusions have been spreading through the town.
What? You figured it out? That's wonderful, Saki.
It's related to the history of Akihabara and the town's current state. I don't exactly have proof of this yet, however.
What do you mean by that?
Akihabara has changed its form from one generation to the next. It's been the radio town, the electric town, and now even the idle town and the maid town. But every time it changed, various forms of delusion would fill each corner of Akihabara anew.
I see where you're going with this. There was once a time when Akihabara was all about audio, too.
When the town changes, though, it changes fast. And the old Akihabara is simply left behind, forgotten, which leaves those who were caught up in the old Akihabara trapped in delusions of the past. And with every new change, their number kept increasing. And now Akihabara itself has been left behind. Unable to move into the future, it simply began to repeat the past.
I see. And that would explain all the delusions, too. It's a twofer explanation.
Humans carry the past along with them. We're always looking at old memories through rose-colored glasses.
So the people who love all the old Akihabaras are deluding themselves about how much better things used to be. And they want the town to stop changing so badly that they blocked its future from even happening anymore.
And so this Sunday will keep restarting. The same day repeated forever and ever. Or at least that's my unfounded theory. I have no proof aside from the fact that Akihabara is a hotbed for delusions.
Yeah, so that's great, but what does all this mean for us exactly?
It means that if we can nullify every single delusion encroaching upon Akiba, we can break out of the time loop.
Oh, well that's an easy enough concept to grasp. So we just gotta take down all the grand phantasms then.
Not to poke holes in your airtight theory, but how does any of this actually work? If Akihabara is repeating due to a change overload, shouldn't this have happened a long time ago? And how can a bunch of deluded losers in Akihabara cause the entire world to skip like a record?
That's the big question. I did say I didn't have any proof. It is hard to imagine how and why Akihabara would be able to affect the entire world, to be honest.
But still, I think you're right. It must have.
And if it has, that would mean...
We need to go back to the one remaining delusion in Akihabara, the Chuni delusion. If we get through that, everything might finally be resolved.
I had a feeling you were gonna say that.
A save point! Shall we take into the delusionscape then? Please be certain you're well prepared.
Get your kebabs right here! Crazy cheap!
Oh, no thanks.
Hey, Asahi, what's up with all the kebab stands in Akihabara?
Now that you mention it, that's a good question. I've never really thought about it, but it is kind of weird, huh?
Well, I've thought about it enough for the both of us, and it's made me hungry. Let's go grab a bite somewhere, okay?
I think you're just always hungry. No thought required.
But still, food does sound kind of good right now.
You too, huh? Alright, how about we just grab some of those kebabs?
You're such a guy.
Huh? But you said you were hungry after kebabs made you think of food. I mean, causation, correlation, hello?
Yes, I am hungry, but not for kebabs. Inference is key, Asahi. What do you say we go get something sweet? Sweet and bad for you.
Ooh, I like bad for you sweet.
From time to time.
I'm good with anything I shove down my gullet personally.
I don't know, junk food is a scam. It tastes good, but you leave just as hungry as when you came, so you end up overeating.
Classic guy response. Or maybe just a classic Asahi response.
It's a maiden thing. You wouldn't understand.
You're right, I wouldn't.
Anyway, where's a good place to go for something sweet?
Well, let's see. How about crepes? Would that please your majesty?
Ooh, yes! Crepes! That's perfect!
Good. Juan Quixote on Main Street should have you covered then.
Trading cards can make you stronger, so let's stock up. It's a save point. Perhaps we should make use of it. Into the Delusionscape then? Please be certain you're well prepared.
Here we are.
Maybe tuna curry for me.
Weren't you in this for the sweets?
The stomach wants what it wants, okay? What are you gonna get?
Apple cinnamon creme with cake topping, maybe.
Guess the influence of a maiden's heart can make even scams like this seem appetizing, huh?
Voila! Here you are! Bon appétit.
Don't mind if I do.
God, this is overbearingly sweet.
Well, mine was delicious.
You're already done? Well, how was it? Were the hearts and stomachs of you beautiful maidens adequately satiated?
I mean, it was good.
What? Man, you are fickle. So if not crepes, then what?
Maybe some ice cream. Yeah, that's it.
Ice cream.
Yeah, nothing beats a cold cone outside the Horace building after class. Great way to unwind.
Somehow
I don't think I understand your maidenly stomachs at all.
You know what you have to do.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Forward march.
We should make use of it.
So this is the place, huh? All right. You stand guard outside, Asahi. Rio and I will be right back with the goods.
Ice cream, ice dream. We all scream for Go Team.
What the? Hey, you didn't ask me what I wanted. You're not even planning to buy me any, are you?
The strawberry
Oh, whew. Though your choice of flavors is a little...
Yeah, I know. It's not as sweet. But I just kind of had a nostalgia attack in there, I guess. I used to eat this after school all the time.
Oh, yeah, you meant the cold cone outside the Horace building after class.
Did I say that?
Did you eat ice cream every single day?
What? No, of course not. I'm not that much of a glutton. How can you even imply that of a lady? I mean, I did have it a lot, but it was always after sports meets and stuff.
Oh, what sport did you play, Saki?
I was the city rep for track and field. That was more than a year ago, though.
I'm actually really curious to hear all about your high school days, Saki.
That's not a particularly interesting tale. I wore the same clothes and went to the same school as everybody else. I was the go-to pinch hitter during athletic festivals, though. So I wound up participating in a dozen or so, and whenever there was a cultural festival, I'd make Western style. The good old days.
Wow, that sounds like every schoolgirl trope ever. I somehow would have expected something a lot weirder from you.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
It means you're an odd duck, Saki.
I wish I could have seen you in your school uniform. I bet it was cute.
Those were fun times, but I was a little too popular, you know? Things were always crazy around Valentine's Day.
That's totally a lie.
No, I'm serious. The thing is...
What?
Saki went to an all-girls high school.
Pinkoon?
Yeah!
Wait, so you're saying you got Valentines from other girls?
Well, that's...
It's okay, Saki. I totally get it. I can totally understand.